Well, good morning, and you're so welcome to today's Room Junkie Recession Sessions, where we're going to be having a 3-day live challenge all this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I will be introducing you to ways that you can create style and atmosphere and luxury in your home, even on a small budget. If you don't know me, my name is Anne Toohey. I'm an interior designer, Irish, and I'm also a midlife mindset mentor. And my mission in life is to help you develop a strong mindset and a gorgeous house. So you are so welcome. And for anybody joining in on the Room Junkie page or the group or Instagram, the welcome's the same. And for all of you who are popping in later on the replay, treat this live as if you're watching it live. And if you've got a question, pop me a question here, because I will be here all of this week. And we've got different topics, but I want you to have a takeaway each day. I want you to adopt something that I teach you every single day. And that is why it's a challenge. You have to do something, because I want to impress on you how easy it actually is to affect change in your house without necessarily spending lots and lots of money. You can throw money at a house, and if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what to buy, if you don't have the knowledge, you're going to waste every single cent. So I encourage you to come along, join in, and embrace it. It's fun, but it's serious as well, because I will be teaching you ways that things that I have used over the years in my own house and in show houses and for clients that have absolutely stretched the budget beyond belief. So if you don't believe me, keep tuned in and listen. So some of you are there. Let me know if you can hear me and if my sound and light is okay. It's very bright here, but I won't complain about that. So today is all about shopping your house, because if you think about it, most of the things that you bought, I hope most of the things that you've bought in your house, you actually love or like, or you did when you bought them. But I think we get so used to seeing pieces of furniture and objects in just one spot in your house, and you don't ever think about changing them and putting them somewhere else. I've often gone into people's houses and simply by rearranging stuff and taking stuff from one room and putting it into another, I've changed the look of the room completely. So if there's a room in your house that you would like to do, say you've got a project coming up and you're worried about the budget, and and I appreciate that everybody's budgets are shrinking and costs are escalating, and that's why it's really important that you don't spend one more cent moving forward until you have equipped yourself with the knowledge that I'm going to show you and give you, and you know exactly why you're buying something and where it's going to go and what size it is and all of that before you even go to a shop, okay? Or before you even go online. Light and sound is perfect, Dan. Thanks. Hi, Kavina. So shopping your house. What does shopping your house entail? It literally means using what you have currently in your home and repositioning it where it's going to look much better, and give your home a whole fresh new look without spending any money at all. So let's say you're thinking of revamping your sitting room between now and Christmas and funds are low. This weekend, you probably won't do it during the week, but maybe over the weekend you'll do this. Empty out that room in its entirety. Take down the curtains, take every picture off the wall, move all the furniture out. Pain in the neck, I know, but so worth it. And then have a look at your room empty. And a little tip, take a photograph of your room. Sometimes if you see a photograph, it distances you from the emotion that you feel when you're in the room, and you actually have a more subjective view of your room. Now you have two options. So you might have a suite of furniture somewhere else. Try it in that room. Or maybe the suite of furniture that's in that room is perfect and fine and you're going to keep it. Well, maybe try moving it around. Maybe before you had two sofas at right angles to each other, maybe try putting them opposite each other and just shift up the energy in the room by doing that. It's incredible. You get so used to it. I think sometimes the delivery men arrive with the furniture, they plonk it somewhere and you never change it. It just sits there. So that I want you to, when you're creating your new room, I want you to think about space and flow. I want you to have calmness. So as well as that, when the room is empty, have a look through what you took out of it. And if there's anything that's worn beyond repair or that can't be fixed or painted or upcycled, take it out. It's only going to pull down the energy of that room. You're better off without it, believe it or not. Now, if that thing is your sofas and they're wrecked beyond belief, You can get them upholstered, and they, and it might cost you to do that. But sometimes it's better to do that if you have a sofa that's perfectly sized for your room. It's a really well constructed sofa, but the fabric is a bit battered. Well, maybe rather than buying a new sofa, you go to your local upholsterer, you buy an AquaClean Easy Clean fabric for him. You get him to up the comfort and maybe change the look. Maybe you've got dated curved cushions, get him to straighten off the top, put a skirt on, cover legs. There's a lot that they can do. And you might get all of that done for the price of a cheap sofa. So open your mind. That's what I'm going to say for this week. I want you to open your mind to every possibility, every eventuality. Ingenuity is the mother of invention. And I honestly believe that some of my best interior designs have been where I was challenged on a tiny budget to create something sensational. The RTE Show House is one that comes to mind. Our old house in Dublin is another, and lots of others in between. So put your sofas back in. So whether you're using your existing sofas or whether you're using your sofas from another room, or if the budget doesn't include upholstering. Jacqueline's there. Hello, my darling girl. It's lovely to see you here. You're obviously having either on a break or you've got a day off. She's a healthcare worker, so my heart always goes out. The ex-nurse always loves her healthcare workers popping in. But if it's a case that you can't afford to reupholster your sofa, get throws. Now, pity I can't show you the ones that I have here, because this is a white sofa and it's not exactly it's not AquaClean, and Anne wears, even in Spain, Anne wears a bit of fake tan on her legs. So I got some lovely herringbone neutral, nice quality throws that I've put on them. They're exactly the same color as the sofa and they look great. And you know what? They can go in the washing machine if I get some tan on them. So put your sofas back into the room and then think about your occasional furniture. You can move mirrors, you can move artwork, you can take plants from another room, occasional tables, accessories, rugs. Try it. Look on it as though you're going into a shop, but it's not a shop, it's your house, and they're allowing you to take things home on Appro. So maybe try a new rug, or maybe even get a new rug, a cheap, inexpensive rug that will pull this whole room together. But moving your art around, I do this all of the time, and I encourage you to do it all the time. If you looked behind every single picture in my house, there's going to be a couple of different hooks because there would have been different pictures there over time. Create a large gallery wall. Now is the time to get those beautiful, uplifting, gorgeous, happy family photographs, holiday photographs. Get yourself some cheap IKEA Reba frames and do an amazing big gallery wall above a sofa or on a feature wall. What else can you do? If you have a small piece of furniture in another room, maybe a chair or something, you can paint the frame of that chair yourself, and you can easily upholster a seat of a small chair. I have done it. I can remember in our old house, our guest bedroom had a mishmash of white and pine furniture, and I actually painted it all black. And I've got gorgeous little gold knobs in Homebase, believe it or not, and I put them on, changed the look of it completely. And then I had this little chair. It was a small dining chair that I bought at auction in Dublin years ago, and it was well battered. The fabric was well battered. So I took off the seat pad and the fabric that was on the seat pad. I painted the chair in the same black that I'd painted the rest of the furniture. And then I had some gorgeous fabric, a piece of fabric that I'd left over from a show house. It was white, but had a beautiful black flower in the middle. So actually what I did was I took the piece of fabric that I took off the seat, if that makes sense. I used that as a template. So I centered that on this piece of fabric with a flower in the middle, and I cut out my template, and then I got a staple gun. And yes, all by myself, I recovered that chair. I remember doing it in the hall because I had plenty of space there to do it. It was fiddly. It took me a while. Was it perfect? No. Would it have won first prize in an upholstery contest? No. Did it look great? Yes. This is what I want you to do. I really, really, really want you to embrace what you have and to see things in a different light. I want you to open up your eyes this week and open up your mind. And I want you to have energy and excitement, just like the energy and excitement that I'm feeling now, that I'm giving you. I want you to have that about things that you have in your house. You might have a stunning mirror somewhere in a room that you hardly use. Will you please bring that? And maybe you've got a small living room, family room. Put that mirror above your sofa. Or if you've got a gorgeous view outside, stick it on the wall so that you can enjoy the view of your garden or the view of the sea or whatever it is from every side of the room. there's just so much that you can do. So this is where I want you to start. It's going to cost you absolutely nothing. And it's amazing, even moving art around, sometimes, you might just find the perfect spot for your art. And do not be tempted to just get a small picture and plonk it on a wall. No, you're not going to do that. I want you, if you've got small pieces, you must group them together. Another thing, maybe you've got some black and white drawings or something, and they're in pine frames. Paint those frames black or white. Will change the look of them completely. When you're doing your gallery wall, I do prefer to have all the frames the same, but the IKEA Reba ones are fantastic, and they come in different sizes. They're quite contemporary box frames. They're gorgeous when they're up, and they're very easy to put up. You could get a piece of canvas, an artist canvas. TK Maxx always have them. Sometimes Aldi and Lidl have them. Bigger one is better. And cover it in a piece of wallpaper. Buy a cheap roll of wallpaper and cover it, and you have a statement piece of art. You can take in fabulous color like that. And it's not hard to do. So this is what I want you to do this week. I want you to today, your homework for today is to go into another room in your house, whether you're going to do an entire room and you're going to adopt this principle on starting the interior design of it, or whether you just want to shake up the energy. I encourage you to take something from somewhere else and put it where it has never been, and just see the difference that makes. I have scribbled down a few notes here to keep me right, but I think I've remembered everything. Just move anything: art, accessories, mirrors, lamps, plants, chairs, occasional tables, things like you might have a big chest of drawers in a bedroom, and you might have space on your landing to put that chest of drawers. And you could paint it in a gorgeous grey or white or cream, and store linen in it, or store extra towels in it, or store seasonal clothes in it. So be inventive in what you do. But certainly paint is the most transformational thing that you can do to affect change. You might be sick looking at your pine kitchen. Well, I would encourage you to go to your local DIY shop. Talk to the professionals there. They will guide you, and they will show you what sandpaper to buy, what primer to get, and a satinwood paint to paint your cupboards, and then change your knobs. You've got a new kitchen at a fraction of the cost just by doing it yourself. I call this DIY decor. It's where you are trusting yourself to do these things that maybe ordinarily you wouldn't do, and the bang for your buck bit is twofold, because you are saving money left, right, and center, and you have the satisfaction of doing this yourself. And once you do it, start small. Maybe just paint a small little cabinet and or a bathroom cabinet, and you'll just love the effect. And you know what? If you don't like the color, what do? You buy another tin of paint and you paint it over and over and over, So yeah, the rules are meant to be broken here. But I really want you, and I'm calling these recession sessions for a reason. I know we're living in challenging times. So I want you to stop wasting money. Now, I don't want you to make another interior design purchase for your home, even if it's just some cushions, until you know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly if they're going to work, you know exactly what colors, you know exactly what process and how to do it. If anybody, any questions at all about your house, I would please just come in and ask me, because I haven't been live for a while, and I have energy for you this morning. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, there's another thing that's important too that you might never have thought about. Check the bulbs in your lamps and the bulbs in your pendant, because sometimes people might have a bulb that's too bright in a lamp, or they might have a mixture of amber lights, warm lights, and cool lights. Will you please always have uniformity in your bulbs, because that creates this beautiful, luxurious ambiance that it really is transformational. Because if you've got different ones, the lux levels are all at different levels, and that's bad. It jars you, it doesn't calm you. So I do like to use warm lights in living rooms and bedrooms. In bathrooms and kitchens, I will use cool lights. So just remember that and check that out, because that's something that, could easily, particularly now as the winter is drawing in and you're lighting your fire and you've got your lamps lit. Another thing that you can do too, if you've got a mishmash of lamps, you can actually paint your lamp bases. I've often done it. You can even get stone effect paints if you want. You can easily cover a lampshade. You can glue on a piece of fabric and change the lampshade as well. So shopping your house, that's what I want you to think about all day today, how to shop your house. And what I want you to do is I want you to come back in here and tell me what you've done. Tell me what you moved from place to place, or what you moved and the effect that it had. Tell me about things that you're planning to do. Maybe you want to go and buy some paint and paint some furniture. Will you please, please just tell me how you use these suggestions, because I'm all ears. It's gas. Yesterday I wrote an article for a lovely, one of my favorite women's magazines, and it was all about recession-proof interior design and ways that you can affect change in your house without spending a lot of money. And just yesterday evening, the editor came back to me and she said, I love it, Anne. It's really, really good. There's so much in it. And my readers are just going to love it. I'm going to do a double spread in November. And I laughed to myself because, honest to goodness, I had 700, I think 800 words was the max that I could write. So I was very limited in what I could do, just as I'm going to be limited in what I can share here on the lives. But for anybody who's interested in this, I'm starting a brand new recession-proof interior design course next Monday, it's the 24th of October at 7 p.m. I was chatting to Sinead Ryan on the Home Show about this the other week, and I got huge response. God, never underestimate the power of radio. I was inundated with people. It was amazing. It was lovely connecting with people that I'd never connected with before. And some people have even signed up already because of Sinead's show. But in this course, we're going to say in the course starting on Monday, it's a 6 weeks online course. And I'm doing this differently, and I'm doing it differently for a reason. It's going to be online, yes, but there's going to be a live component. And then starting on Monday at 7 o'clock Irish time, I'm going to do a live class every week for 6 weeks. Of course, every class will be recorded. Of course, you will have it forever. And a few people have asked me, do I have to be available because I'm going traveling this week and that week? No, you don't have to be live. I just wanted it to be live because I wanted it to be a little bit more interactive to start off with. And it's also something that I'm getting so excited about because I had never, ever thought about doing this before. And what I've done is I've combined my professional interior design knowledge with the practical nuts and bolts, hands-on knowledge that I have from doing up an old house in Dublin on a wreck and selling it for 4 times what we paid for it, and making the front page of the Irish Times and feeling fantastic because I did this. And for things like the RTE show house, where I did an amazing show house. Says I modestly, but it was. I put hard work into it, but I put a lot of ingenuity and inventiveness because I only had 25,000 to kit out an entire show house from start to finish, kitchens, bathrooms, furniture, everything. So can it be done? Yes, but I never thought of combining this before, and there's never been a better time for it. So I'm so excited, and it's global. I already have a girl from California and a girl from Bermuda who has joined. So it's fantastic. So if you know of anybody who could do with help, who's maybe in the middle of a project, worried about the budget, and just needs to know exactly how to stretch the budget. This is not going to be about pure interior design and the history of interior design and the theory of interior design. It's actually going to be practical help. So anybody who wants to know any more about that, let me know. And also on Friday, we're going to have the challenge here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then on Friday evening, I'm going to do a live webinar. It's going to be on Zoom, so you will need to enroll, and I'll have to send you the Zoom link. So if you're interested in that, it's where I'm going to be sharing even more tips in like a fireside chat or a poolside chat, in my case, just to chat you through what you can do to change your home without spending lots and lots of money. It's always been a topic close to my heart, to be honest. I've been lucky to have had great budgets to work with, but I've also worked on very modest ones. So I know what I'm talking about here. I have definitely walked this walk. So if you want to know anything about either the course or if you want to join the webinar, which is free on Friday evening, just send me a message here and I'll get your email address and I'll send it off to you. Teresa's saying, what is the difference between a warm and a cool light bulb? How would I know the difference? You ask them in the shop. It'll be written, it might even be written on the, it's cool white and warm white. So ask in your light shops, and even if you go into Home Base or, wherever you are, Teresa, I can't remember where Teresa is. Is Teresa in Galway or in Cork? But just go into your light shop and ask them. So remember this, in your kitchen, you want functional light in your kitchen. You want light to work. You want, better if you have it on a dimmer so that you have ambience when you're eating. But my rule is white in the kitchen. Teresa's in Kildare. Geography is not my forte, Teresa. It certainly is not. But anyway, you're very welcome from Kildare today. So just remember this, white for kitchens and bathrooms, it's clean, it's clear, you know, it kind of recreates daylight, it's good. And then warm is still bright. And tell in your light shops as well, you know, do respect, look at your lamps and respect what wattage or what bulb they recommend that you use. Don't go over that. But layer up your lighting. You know, that's one thing coming into winter now. Layer up your lighting. So if you've got big lamps somewhere else, and you just might painting the base ivory or cream or black or whatever. Yes, happy days, girls. Happy, happy days. And you've heard me say this before. Black is the eyeliner of interior design, and every single scheme needs a little bit of black to give it a pop. So whether you do that in your photograph frames, whether you do that in a lamp base, whether you do that in a standalone piece of furniture or chair, do it. I love black anyway. I've always used a little bit of black, you know, in our homes, always. Sometimes a lot in a room, like in our hall, we had a big dramatic black and white entrance hall floor with a big black console, and all my mirrors were black and gold. And sorry, I tell a lie, the only mirror was on the console, but all the picture frames is what I'm trying to say from my lovely friend Bernie Hopkins, artist. They were in the hall and I love them. They're in storage unit now because I wasn't able to bring everything with me, but I've done my best, but they'll be waiting for me back in Donegal. So there's so much that you can do. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to bamboozle you. If you've got a question, pop it in here. So to everybody on Facebook and everybody watching on Instagram, you're so, so welcome. And if you're not already following Room Junkie Anne on Instagram or on Facebook, will you pop in and give me a follow, because I would absolutely love that. And I need all the support that I can get. If you're interested in coming along to the webinar, please do. It's at 7:00 Irish, and I'll be sharing lots and lots of good stuff. So it's like a little fireside chat. You can even bring a sneaky glass of wine if you want. And then the course is starting on Monday, the 24th, and I'm very, very excited about that. Okay, so, and if anybody who's actually done Sharing the Secrets, my masterclass, is interested in this course, I have a very special little offer for you guys to reward your loyalty. There's a tiny bit of overlap between the two, but not too much. So if you want to focus on the economies of design now and focus on getting best value and knowing how to get best value, putting the focus on, you know, getting the most from your spend, get in touch with me, because two of the girls have already signed up, but there is an upgrade that you can get that's seriously affordable. I'm giving it away, but I'm giving it to you guys because you supported me all through lockdown and you know, and all since. So listen, I shall be back again tomorrow, and I'm back again then at 11:00 tomorrow. I'm back again on Thursday, and it'll come in a heartbeat. Thursday at 11:00. So any questions, catch me here. And until then, and yes, and if you're coming in on the replay, you just say hello to me. Tell me where you are. Send me a little hashtag, Kildare, Donegal, Portugal, Bermuda, wherever, and I will send you a little wave back. But seriously, don't be stressing about anything. If you have a question, pop it in here. I will see it at some point. I'll be looking out for them. But I do want you to share with me. Please, please, please let me know what you've been doing to shop your house. And you might even give us ideas that I haven't even thought about. So I'm going to send that ball back into your court. Stay safe. Oh my goodness, I need a glass of water. Stay safe. Stay fabulous. I shall see you tomorrow at 11:00. Marie says, thanks, Anne. Great tips. And Marie is joining Marie's one of the girls who has taken the upgrade, and there's, oh my God, Marie, you have no idea what's in store for you. Don't think I've ever been as excited about anything in my life, because it's almost like this culmination of two things that I know really, really well have come together, and it cracks me up that I never thought about doing this before, but I'm doing it now. So listen, see you all tomorrow.